Alright, I'm going to keep this one simple. I will do a video later on Fukushima. That will have much higher production value. Just wanted to point this out because I've been trapped in a vortex and watching Twitter pretty much since like 5 in the morning. And now I like to use Twitter to let out my unlikable side to show people that I'm not human. Wait, scratch that, reverse it. I like to use Twitter to let out my unlikable side to show people that I am human and I'm not perfect, though I do have my moments of perfection. We all do, though. Okay, so what I've noticed is since 5 in the morning, I have not seen a single mainstream media outlet, a single one, mention Fukushima's 4th anniversary. Was that like 5, 6, 7 hours? This may be the most disappointing, disgusting display of American journalism I've ever seen. Now on Twitter, I follow right now 1,986 people. It's a large collection of Wall Street people. People on Wall Street cover economics. It's a large collection of scientists and astronomers who haven't blocked me, although a lot have. And I admit, there are a lot of attractive women I follow. And the main reason I think I'm on Twitter way too much is because there are several very attractive ladies who follow me. So they could tweet you at any moment. And that is exciting. So here we are, 5, 6 hours, and not a single mention. Not a single mention. Hey, science. Is Fukushima fixed? Is it harmless? Is it a danger? I haven't heard American scientists talk about it since it happened. Now, I'm under the impression it's a leaking reactor core, or multiple cores. They're still leaking radiation straight into the ocean. Which definitely sounds like it could be a problem. Now, at this point that everyone has tagged me as a conspiracy theorist, okay, fine. So, I got a conspiracy theory for you. They literally plan all this shit out. And they think they're smarter than everybody. And even if they get caught, they're lucky that 90% of Americans just don't give a shit. Or 90% of Americans give a shit, but they say to themselves, who can fight the beast? What difference can I make? And so, here's my theory. If you'll notice, NASA's big Mars engine smoking fire SLS fired up is today testing out the giant engine that will help NASA get to Mars with the human peoples in 2030, 15 years from now. ending the 58-year gap from 1972, when we left the moon, to 2030, when we put people on Mars. That's only a 58-year gap for a space exploration program to have humans explore space. Now, if that isn't suspicious enough, isn't it odd that the most popular science outlet in America, NASA, has a giant rocket test today that is blowing up my Twitter feed? I've seen 100, if not more, scientists, science people, many of whom aren't afraid to air their opinion on climate change, that we're dumb and we caused it and we need to fix it. Pay the damn carbon tax. And I can't remember the last time a tax fixed anything. So they're all talking, all these scientists, the whole American science community is talking about this possible rocket that may possibly get human beings to the moon in 2030. Not a single one of them has mentioned Fukushima. And lately I've covered that, yes, von Braun, a Nazi, is one of the founding members of NASA. And yes, Jack Parsons, a Church of Satan guy, founded the Jet Propulsion Lab. And seeing as those two secret societies openly use deception, it's probably not best to trust them 100%. And so when they pull this crap, they haven't mentioned Fukushima. They got a bullhorn in your face every day about climate change. They never give you weather updates like before a giant storm's about to happen. If you'll notice, NASA always puts out their see, Katya Porzakansky, who just happens to be one of the most beautiful women on all of Earth, and is an amazing reporter with giant balls when it comes to Venezuela. I say prayers for her life and her safety almost daily. So you're talking about gender parity on a day, the Fukushima 4th year anniversary. Still angry at the banking industry? Don't be. Michael Ian Black's getting in a ginger ale. Well, a Rothschild is letting us know that NASA wants you to see what 3.6 million pounds of thrust looks like on Fukushima's 4th anniversary. This is NASA's tribute to Fukushima. A lot of fire and smoke. And I think they're powering that thing with dollar bills. They're literally putting dollar bills in there, setting on fire and turning on the fan. And so, in the whole divide and conquer thing, the White Album, rap albums that caused slavery, gender parity, both are divide and conquer. U.S. may be unable to defend U.S.-backed Syria fighters from Assad? I don't even know what that means. So now the United States is going to get involved in another civil war in another Middle Eastern country. I mean, we're already involved. Lindsey Graham Republican senator, kill federal waste, not rabbits. No White House mention. CNBC. Space. Hey, world's largest solid rocket booster fired in ground test for NASA. Now you're saying, hey, why would I even be worried about space? You know what? Space.com talks about climate change. Universe Today talks about climate change. Phil Plait, the at Bad Astronomy at Slate, talks about climate change all the time. Huffington Post about Clinton. The Daily Show, who talks about climate change about once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. Never heard of him mention Fukushima. Climate revolution. Don't be shocked by far-right bigotry and heart of Fleet Street. Lord Finkelstein's extremist crude. Holy fucking shit. Japan performs a test for beaming solar energy from space, aiming it to use it in 2030. Wow. Wow. Someone who went into a coma in the 90s just woke up to learn it's 2015 and we're still talking about a Clinton scandal and a blue dress. This democracy. Space lectures from today's SLS booster test. I mean, really, like, NASA, it's like, why don't you do, like, a 9/11? Are you gonna... So disrespectful. I haven't tweeted Matt Miller saying, and a bunch of people, Bloomberg, like, I haven't heard a single person in the media mention Fukushima today. Is it fixed? Yes or no? That woman posts pictures of attractive women with large boobs. There you go. So, I don't know. And then she has good quotes sometimes. Okay. I'm single and I'm a dude, man. And seriously, Hillary hasn't even announced she's running yet. And all the media's been talking about is Hillary and ISIS, Netanyahu. Hillary, ISIS, and Netanyahu. Oh, Horizon. Science guys talking about New Horizon. Will have to be a Pluto. There you go. Doomsday CW. Fukushima victims remembered in Tokyo, but absolutely totally forgotten here in the United States. Oh man. There was just an X.2. It was an X 1.2 or 2.1 class flare that I'm pretty sure was directed towards Earth. Doomsday CW, the never-ending nightmare. Fukushima's #1 never-ending battle with radioactive water. See, Germany's planning to push equal pay for women. All right. Oh my God. Channel 4 News. Channel 4 News. The UK military health worker tests positive for Ebola. That's great. Yay, Ebola. Breaking. The International Monetary Fund, whose largest funder is the United States, has coincidentally approved a $17.5 billion payout to Ukraine in this proxy war versus Russia. I mean, how stupid is the Hillary scandal? I mean, there's nothing there. New York Times, the first family of the Saddle Bronc Rodeo. Highlights from Ferris Passion Week from the Wall Street Journal. Highlights from Paris Fashion Week, including Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson for Zoolander 2. Oh yeah, and I pretty much follow almost the whole Houston, Texas cheerleading squad. They're lovely, interesting, smart girls. John Kerry tears in ISIS again. Yay, ISIS. I mean, we get ISIS updates every 10 minutes. There you go. Actually, the Bill of Rights and the Constitution died the moment we let the Federal Reserve coin our currency. Science Daily. Yep, there's our major X 2.2 solar flare. Looks stunning. See, this is just ridiculous. The public is turning against cruelty of using animals as entertainment. Andy Revkin, he posts about climate change all the time. See this? Not a single IO9. Science site. The 14 most loathsome figures of the Second World War. I bet Von Braun is not one of them. Sexist clothing company alert. Thanks for keeping us updated on the sexism. Huffington Post. Michelle Bachmann warns of impending Sharknado outside the White House. Our media is such a joke. Once again, thank you, Doomsday CW. You have ended up the hero. And this, God, look at that picture. So heartbreaking. El Contacto. And I get the feeling they're not a mainstream media outlet here in America. Matt Miller, what happened to you? They must have threatened to cut off your fingers, man. Piers Morgan goes on and on about climate change. Financial Times. Look, Bonzo. Oh, man. Healthcare. Nuclear energy. Wait, maybe that was... Yeah, it's Doomsday again. Yeah, I just don't even know what to say. I'm sorry if this is way too long and not funny and it's kind of slow and I'm not even going to edit it, but I want to, when I tell people that since 5 this morning, since I'm aware of it, I haven't seen a single media person mention it. Like I said, that has to be literally one of the most disgusting things. Breaking: IMF approves Ukraine package deal. All right. See, I'm done. Let's use this as proof. A. She's a good tweeter. This is just ridiculous. ESA Science. Thank you, Doomsday CW. You definitely are the hero of this video. Uh-oh. I tell you, I apologize to the people who are offended by boobs. Alright, I guess I'll go. go. Here's our 25-minute lesson. I've been going over the tweets for the last. The U.S. pledges Humvees and drone strikes. Drones for the Ukraine. And 17. Well, who gives a crap about Fukushima if we're gonna, just go to war with Russia anyways, then it's all gonna be over. Back to top. See, I ran out of tweets, man. Ran out of tweets. Thanks for that final booby shot again. Here you go. SLS all fired up. Still up there. 5-deal word breakers. Jeremy Clarkson, 47 traders. Good advice in 4 words. Top Gear. Iran. Zoolander 2. Jimmy Grant blurred lines. Come on, media. You can do it. Alright, it's not letting me. Okay. Look, another SLS. Huffington Post. Goth teen accused of slaying parents, locking younger sisters in room. Now, I've seen this story where animals are geoengineered to be hunted, and it's gross and it's obscene, but on Fukushima's 4th anniversary, all this shit can wait, especially if you haven't even mentioned it once. Josh says, ISIS on the run. Well, thanks. Because I know ISIS might get magic goats that can split the atom and cause nuclear explosions soon. So that's why we all need 10-minute freaking ISIS updates coming out of New York at all possible times. Iranians have better rapid response than this is, I don't know, maybe we've lost. But if this doesn't show you just how totally destroyed our media is, I don't know, how can we trust anything? Everything has been perverted and subverted. And this whole Top Gear, oh my god, a guy got fired on some TV show, and so now everybody's rallying to his cause. Other than Doomsday CW, have you seen a single Huffington Post politics? Alright, so get that girl out of my timeline, she's scary. Oceana. Oh, great. Oceana. Dolphin rescued from fishing line. Sweet. Okay, so clothing company apologized for ridiculous sexist shirt. Jon Stewart hammers Republicans on Iran letter. Yeah. Jon Stewart always hammers Republicans. William Bonsai 7, he's good. Okay. Matt. I've threatened you, haven't they? Alright. This is just ridiculous. U.S. asks Vietnam to stop letting Russia use former U.S. base to refuel bombers. Especially since we're going to start up a war. Can't you see? I just want to crawl in your sad little eyes and drink the salt from your tears. Yo, Benny boy, you are the guest star in my live video about Fukushima. Grats. Zero MS mention. Alright, there you go. We'll end it with SO. And yeah, I'll get to the X-Class Solar Flare next, I guess. God bless everybody, but you know, I'm so disgusted. Peace out.